Manorheads.
Here.
Another Friday night. We are here
A la gente.
discussing
Damn.
the travesty that has happened. Was it this week, Loco? Last week?
It was last Friday, I believe. But there's so much report coming out for this stuff. Like we get new information every day.
Yo,
So it's an
for those
ongoing
who
thing.
haven't been in social media, last Friday there was a concert and where was this? The West Coast?
And is in
Texas.
Texas.
Texas, right? And Astro World from rapper Travis Scott. Travis Scott, right?
Yep.
So I'm not I don't think I've listened to it much of his music. You know, I think a couple of fucking do shit that he comes up with on with somebody else, right? Features and shit like that. But also, I didn't know what kind of crowd to expect or to see. But there was a fucking tragedy at one of his concerts where right now confirmed 9, like 9 people have fucking died, including a 14-year-old kid. You know what I mean? Well, so first of all, R.I.P. to the fucking family, the loved ones.
Yeah.
Word.
That shit is not.
RIP to the 9 and condolences to the families
Yeah.
that were inflicted by this. RIP, bro.
R.I.P.
You don't expect your kid to go to a concert and shit like that and not come back. You know what I mean? Or you yourself, you fucking trying to go to a concert, have a good time. You don't never think that that's gonna be the last time, bro. When you guys know it was it because I heard it was a mosh pit, or I heard everybody was rushing the stage. I heard fights break out, so I'm not entirely sure how that whole thing happened. Or was it a combination of everything? Does anybody know?
It was a combination of all those things, actually. Everything. It was just anything, like, all things that could have gone bad basically went bad, bro. It was a mixture of negligence, people acting rowdy, and apparently I also heard rumors of a mad fucking needle infector that was going around stabbing people in the neck.
Yo, I heard that too. Yeah, okay. That is and I want to touch point on that because that has a lot of fucking topics or points to discuss. But so then I thought Travis was on stage and I thought when he came on or a specific song came on, a lot of people rushed to the fucking stage. Yeah, I think ahí se cayeron una gente. Ahí, that shit.
Yeah, I watched a couple of like retellings from people that had just left the event and like some video that was there. And one of the guys, he left and he was shook. He was in the car. He's recording himself and he's talking about how it was so crazy that there was people breaking in that were crowding the field or the area as well. He said that as he was trying to get out, he was noticing people laying on the ground like out of breath, and like paramedics would come and try to check them. And he's like, I'm seeing people turning blue and black. He's like, I'm watching death before my eyes, and I've never seen anything like this. And I'm not expecting this at a concert. He's like, and I'm watching these medical people go and look at somebody, check their pulse, and move on to the next person. Like, they're done, gotta go. You know what I mean? And try to help however they can help and shit. So there was that video, and then there was another one of a woman that recounted everything. She had wrote everything down that had happened to her. And they actually have video of her trying to go up and talk to a cameraman and point that right near them is somebody dying. You know, could he get Travis to stop, or could he turn the camera or whatever? But the cameraman's doing his job. All he sees is that concert. He doesn't want to break away from it. He's not even paying attention to where she's pointing. He's just like telling her, get off. You need to get off or whatever. Supposedly somebody else came and said they'd throw her off if she didn't get off. And she said that her and her friend were together and the crowd started rushing in. And she said it was like hot as hell. It was like you were standing in hell. You couldn't breathe. Everybody's hot breath is all on you. Not to mention they're pushing on you. So now your chest is being pushed against somebody else. And it's so tight that you literally cannot breathe. And if they were coming in waves too. So if you get, she says she's watched people get sucked under, and then the person that gets sucked under, somebody else goes and takes their place and starts walking on them, and they're just trying to keep their balance now in that spot with the person underneath them and shit. So people were literally getting trampled and stomped. And she said at one point she had gotten down low or whatever and saw some guy's eyes just like staring at her and shit. So it was like a crazy fucking experience. She ended up losing her friend, where I don't know if her friend survived or not, but she ended up losing track of where her friend was. But she said there were like hundreds of people that needed help and shit. You know, like not to mention the 9 that died. I guess the other ones from fucking heat stroke or whatever the fuck other issues they had.
How many people? 300 plus? Still
300
injured,
plus
right?
injured.
Wow, when I saw it, it was like over 100. So there's that many more? Wow.
It's up to 300, yeah. There's like a 7-year-old kid who's in critical condition that went with his father.
He's in a coma.
With his dad.
Oh man,
isn't that crazy,
kid? And the thing is, what I was catching up on is like all the false claims too. Like originally they were posting saying it was like Houston is trying to cover it up, saying it's only 8 at that time, 9 now confirmed. But then they were posting saying that it was hundreds of people dead, and that's the false claim. I was just looking that up, and then of course. With all concerts now, it's like everything's posted. So what caught my attention was the video that someone posted from, I guess, the ticket booth side, right, or the security side of when they opened the gates and the crowd come rushing in, and that's fucking nuts. To even see that.
So it was open stadium.
No, I saw videos. I saw videos. It was out like in the outdoors type shit. They just had they made fences around the area.
Oh, okay.
So it was
pretty much fit in where you fit in kind of thing, right?
Yeah, but I saw videos where people were sneaking in at like 10 in the morning already, rushing through the fence. At 10 in the morning, people already like sliding under the fence. Like when you walk by like somebody's doing construction on any commercial property, and they have those fences that they can put up around so you don't walk into and get hurt yourself. It was those kind of fencing, like those fencing that you could just knock over easily.
Yeah, exactly.
It was that type of fencing. So it wasn't like it was an actual place that they had like rented out or anything. It was an outdoor festival type shit.
Okay.
So, and I'm assuming because they wanted to fit as many people as possible, right? So you have the event outside because you can't have what is it, 22,000?
Well, I think they
gotta have some kind of capacity.
They said that they were only expecting they only sold like 15,000 tickets, but over 50,000 people showed up.
Damn, that's a lot of people.
But still, even for the 15,000, they only had like one ambulance, a few security guards. They were well understaffed. Wow. Even for the 15,000, they were well understaffed for anything like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and the crowd, that massive crowd is, I mean, I can only imagine the ambiance of them just yelling, screaming for Travis Scott. But I did see videos of smaller groups of people trying to say, stop the show, like yelling up to the stage. And I'm talking like a good 100 people are yelling this. So, in the camera, it sounds loud as hell, but you can only imagine with the field of people that were there that he's not hearing that. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. If you've ever been on stage during any type of stuff like that, you can't see anything until the crowd because all the lights are hitting you. You can't see anything. Like maybe you could see like the first or second row, maybe make out like a couple people in the row, but the lights are so blinding and shit. And you can't hear anything because all the speakers and shit, you don't hear anything. Like they could have been chanting whatever.
Headphones in too, anyway.
Yeah.
Because
like, if it's not on your monitor that's up on stage, like nothing's coming in. Like he's not hearing that.
I was seeing
people were saying that. Sorry, Anubis. Go ahead. That he was telling people to bum rush each other, rush into each other, make it a mosh, like to get violent and rowdy with it and shit.
That's part of his show, I think.
Yeah, those are the vibes
like his
the show.
Yeah, those are how his concerts are, kind of shit. I think. So that was what my shit also. It's like, so you're expecting to go to a show like this, right? Because if my kid is like, yeah, I want to go to a concert, but who the fuck is the singer, right? I won't let her go by herself to something like this, right? Because it's
But
fucking,
would I know?
it's chaos.
But would you know that it was that his concerts like
I
that?
I gotta do my research because again, she was asking about what's that guy with a hoodie?
Bieber.
Something with a hoodie.
Hey, Boogie.
A Boogie with a hoodie, right? So I'm not that familiar with homie's music and shit like that. So I don't know what type of environment his music will bring, right? Or because it depends on the music. I went to the J. Cole concert. That shit was all peace and love. You know what I mean? Everybody had their own
Right.
seats and shit. You know what I mean? Everybody was smoking. Everybody was chilling. Now one fucking bad thing happened. So I don't know if I expect something like this or lo que pasó acá, no? Because that guy's just rowdy as hell. It's like going to an Onyx concert versus going to a fucking
Fact.
And I had no idea his music was like that. I don't really listen to him.
I don't know
Again, the
me
only
either.
time I hear him is on features and shit like that, like commercial
Right.
radio
The
shit. You know?
only time I knew about him, the first time I knew about him, was when he did that free virtual concert on Fortnite. And my son told me, "Oh, there's gonna be an event." And someone
Oh
called
shit, that's
Travis
right. He
Scott.
did do that.
I remember
That's
that.
That's what I-
And that was your introduction to Travis Scott. It was Fortnite. Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, so let's talk about this, the pricker, the needle pricker.
What
what
a
a
prick.
A needle prick.
What a fucking prick, yeah. What was he injecting people with, yo?
I don't know. Do you think it was like ivermectin or something like that? Because it could have
Love and
been a lot of
happiness.
corona out there, bro.
Maybe.
Fucking LSD, who knows? Fucking fentanyl. I mean, fentanyl.
Is it really new? I mean, I'm pretty sure this shit happens. Not maybe someone injecting, but isn't always someone passing drugs around? Hey, free drugs, shit like that. Isn't there
No,
always somebody there?
I've never in
been
my
to that. I've never
life
seen that.
witnessed any of that. And I've been
No,
to
wait,
plenty
what
of
kind of-
concerts.
What kind of drugs?
The-
Now,
Now
once in
I've been to like a party, a house party, and you've got that one cousin that walks around with the bottle and Henny, like take a shot, like that motherfucker that feeds you that. But like,
What is
Not
it?
even
Just take a
that,
shot.
man. Niggas would be like,
Well, in the J. Cole joint, there was they were passing blunts and shit. You know what I mean?
But you don't know what's in the bun, right? You think it's weed, but it could be laced
Yeah.
with something that you don't know, right?
First of all,
Could've been
it's
that water,
COVID.
nigga.
After
Could've been
COVID,
that
I ain't sharing
Sherm.
blunts. You know what I mean? After COVID, I don't want to share blunts, kid. You know what I mean? Like, no
This is
thanks.
the pluma,
brother.
nigga. I got my pluma. I'll be all right.
Yeah, uno está tranquila aquí, loca. Estamos bien. It smells delicious, by the way. But please, not
Yeah,
thank you.
the chances of one of you 80 motherfuckers having sucked the dick in the last 4 hours is very high. So I am not hitting that blunt with 80 motherfuckers, guys and girls.
Like,
Yo, after
motherfuckers in
fucking
this-
yeah, you don't know what the hell people smoke anyway, too, loco. Fuck around, you be knocked out in the chair and shit in the middle of the concert. You know what I mean? So you don't know what the fuck. Yeah, I'm good.
With your pants down.
Be like, yo, I caught some COVID over some boogie, some bullshit.
Yeah, word.
A seed popped. God damn it.
What they shooting? They shooting.
They still got reggies.
That motherfucker still fuck with the Reggies. Get your license, man. Come
I'm
on.
like, what dispensary you get this from, nigga? What dispensary is this from? Nigga's like, dispensary. You mean like a Pez?
You mean Tyrone?
A Pez dispensary?
That's that Stanton backyard boogie.
Yo, but as far as that motherfucking, the prick, my theory is there had to be more than one because there was too many people saying that they got the prick in the neck, that they felt the prick in the neck. And as far as like getting around, you saw footage of the concert, that shit was like this. There was no way anybody could maneuver around. So there had to be multiple users, bro. Multiple people out there. This could have been like some conspiracy shit. The motherfuckers was out there as a fucking...
Yo, man, the
as a
motherfucker
group.
giving out. Maybe he's giving out booster shots, kid. You know what I mean? But
Oh,
yo,
I
y'all
didn't think
motherfuckers
about
coming
that,
out.
nigga.
Y'all coming out here with something.
Yo,
Don't mind you.
Yeah,
called-
I don't trust you, but I don't trust you, but
Yo, the term that they're coining it for, unless this is already a coined term, similar to drink spiking, it's called needle spiking. And then they're saying that such unsuspecting people would be injected with like shit like ketamine or fentanyl. That's some crazy shit.
Well, when I heard it, it was the chief of police from Houston saying that one other officer had gotten fucking pricked and they had to give the officer a drug test and they came back
Oh,
positive for drugs.
they gave him they had him revival. What's that shit they when they OD they te la ponen en la nariz?
Oh, the smelling salts.
Smelling salt?
No. It's something else. It's a specific name. I learned it in Euphoria. I've been watching that fucking show on HBO.
Yeah, that's right.
I learned it on
I had to get that
Euphoria.
shit done a couple of times. I forgot what the fuck is the name of that thing. But yeah, that I saw that the chief of police, and I was like, that shit is that's 10 times scarier. Like, get it prick. That needle could be dirty as fuck. You feel me? You get AIDS,
one person with AIDS.
man.
Yeah, forget it.
But it's Texas though. It's an open carry state, so
oh, loco.
Naloxone.
Yo,
Naloxone. Naloxone.
What? The Lock Son? Okay.
Naloxone.
The new album? LOX.
Naloxone. No. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know how to pronounce it either. So we're gonna keep past that. We're gonna push through this.
Yeah, just go power through this. Go ahead.
Valencia.
Again, you said it wrong.
You still said it wrong.
I know, carajo. All right.
Yeah, but I know, but you were saying like you used to or concerts they always pass drugs, but it's a different thing. Like if somebody's passing, you say like,
Where?
"Hey, I want this
What
pill."
fucking concerts?
Like Woodstock and shit like that, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, that one concert. That one concert.
No. Wait. And look, I'm not a concert person. So if you guys have gone to more than 2, you beat me. But every time I was there, and one time it was a fucking Stevie Nicks concert. But
so you went to one concert. You went to one concert.
One, okay.
Good for you. Yeah. You went to your kid's recital? Is that what you're saying?
What were they passing around there?
You went to the Christmas play and the fucking gingerbread man cookies with spice.
They were passing around cookies, like that's how you got the beaties and shit. Yeah.
Cookie monster.
This nigga got the menace. The menace.
Yo, so what I'm trying to say,
they were passing like, free fucking weed there too.
Chai lattes.
Everybody was
free weed.
Chai lattes.
Cappuccinos and shit.
Pumpkin spice
chai. Motherfuckers. Yo,
yeah, but it's what they wrote in it. It's what they wrote in it.
Fancy face.
No, but what I was saying is there's a difference for somebody offering you, saying, "Hey, you wanna try go on this ride," or somebody just pricking you and be like, "Yo, good luck." You know, see you in 4 hours. The fuck? I wasn't ready. Like, I still gotta digest my food. You know what I'm saying? Look,
it's like in Training Day and shit. Like, I know you like to get wet. What?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. What a fucking travesty.
What a travesty, bro.
By the way, that's coined by Merck, so
copyright
it's out there. Copyright.
Yeah, man.
Register trademark.
Yo, I'm hearing he has over 40 lawsuits.
And that number is probably about to go up because it's gonna be months long investigation, bro.
It's payday for a lot of people.
All right, so let me ask you this, though, right? Is it his fault?
I would say no, because he's just a performer. You have to talk to his management, who has to overlook all the accommodations for the venue.
That was what I was going to say. The venue would be my guess.
But there wasn't an actual venue because there wasn't an actual venue. They had to prop this thing up. So that falls under his record label and his management.
Oh,
and
shit.
His team.
Right. Let me play devil's advocate here. His picture is in the tour. His picture is his face is the reason this concert is even happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, he's the artist. He has to shouldn't he have to have some type of responsibility for this?
Oh yeah, he bears some responsibility, but it's not all his fault.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
In my opinion.
Yeah, whoever's in charge of security, keeping the crowds out that aren't supposed to be out, like, you know what I mean? I guess security, bouncers, all that shit. You know what I mean? Fucking safety.
Yeah, even
whoever's in charge.
Even like the fire department of the town.
Fire marshal.
You got way too many people in there. You're not supposed to and shit. If you overpacked, they gotta shut the shit down.
It falls under the city that it was in, because they have to make sure that everything is up to code. The fire marshal, the police department, all these people are all involved. All these people have to be communicated to put this of an event like this, because it's a festival. You're not doing like a bunch of food trucks coming out here. This is a festival, bro.
You're not apple picking out here, bitch.
Yeah, I'm not renting a bouncy house in the park.
And maybe they should have. But time.com, right? I was just reading this, and they're saying that this case is going to be one for the history books because, just like you're saying, multiple people would be part of it as I guess, people that organize this shit. But apparently he's also, because of all the shit that's been posted and him going out there and kind of like promoting his concert, they're saying that they are going after him, and specifically him being not just a performer but also an organizer of the event.
Well, if he's an organizer as well.
Yeah, if he's an organizer, yeah.
If his name is down as the organizer, you know what I mean? Like, there's obviously, paperwork here, and if his name is on there as an organizer and the supervisor of the event, he could be.
Oh yeah.
Now, is this the event? Is this the event that he was telling people to fuck security, rush in, come in?
No, that was a different event in Chicago. Okay. That was in Chicago.
All right, so
I was gonna say, if they have him saying something like that at this event, then he's automatically telling people to break the fire code and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, people are not blaming Donald Trump for January 6th. So
apparently, I'm gonna skip that. Apparently, New York Times reported that he was warned
Donald
before
Trump
the
had
event.
a whole fucking speech.
Before the event, New York Times is reporting that Scott was warned several times by the Houston police chief about safety issues and crowd control.
Yeah,
but then shut it down then. If you as the fucking police or the chief of fucking police of the town, shut it the fuck down, right?
The fire chief has shut down fucking more shit than that before, bro.
Or they be shutting down barbecues left and right in the park without a problem and shit. You know what I mean? It's fucking because your hip hop is too loud.
Yeah, and let's keep it real, right? It's Houston, right? They would have shut it down if they wanted to shut it down. They would have shut it down.
Yes.
There was too much money involved. That's what happened, kid. It's way too
big to fail.
The city of Houston is not a small city, bro. They have helicopters. They have SWAT. All they have to do is fly one fucking helicopter over that festival. And that's it. Festival's done. Shut it down.
And think about it, right? You said it was expected X amount of people, and like triple that amount fucking showed up. If it's that money thing, loco, that triple the amount that showed up, also under the books kind of fucking shit, right? Nobody's counting those tickets.
Nobody's counting those tickets.
De alguien, loco. You know what I mean? Now they got blood in their hands.
And the profit that they made is going right into the fucking legal team now.
Yeah, because I
what do you think this means for the future? I mean, obviously, most artists are responsible and don't want to see some shit like that happen. But I mean, obviously, he's gonna have to change his whole fucking game now, right? He can't be doing the same shit.
He's not gonna be insured. I don't see him being insured for any more type of things.
Artists have been shutting down shows or stopping their shows and shit. Tiana Taylor, I think, did that shit at one of her shows recently. She saw something was happening in the crowd and she stopped, right? She's like, yo, pay attention to this girl now. Somebody get over there, blah, blah, blah. She fell. So the artists are paying a lot more attention, I think, now that this just happened. But I agree with you, Loco. He has to change this whole thing. But the other thing that you have mentioned, Marty, this has happened in the past, right? Like he started amping people up. He has cases for fucking, what is that shit that I said before, Ed? What you called it?
Inciting a riot.
Inciting a riot. He has a few charges for that shit before. From
there's a track record already of it.
Okay. The nigga has a jacket, bro.
He went and deleted a bunch of social media posts that he had posted of like old concerts where people were bloody the fuck up. You know what I mean? So he's like pretty much saying, yo, it's not a Travis Scott concert unless you don't leave with a concussion kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Nigga, the internet has receipts, nigga.
Yo, facts, okay. Facts. The moment this shit happened, people are taking fucking screenshots left and right.
And this shit will not. This won't be. In other words, this is gonna drag on for years. This legal battle, years.
Oh yeah.
This shit ain't happening overnight.
The investigation itself is gonna take months. The investigation into like who fucked up where and when. It's gonna take months.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that it's all under him because people were saying that the performer's got to be up there and stop the concert because he sees like scuffles happening. And I'm thinking back when I was a kid,
you can't do that.
I seen all these videos of Michael Jackson concerts. You seen people fucking getting carried through Michael Jackson concerts,
passing out.
And Michael's still out there fucking moonwalking and shit. I've never seen Michael stop once. All these people passing out.
Let me see that moonwalk again.
That's because they were passing out because of him. Because he was so magic. They were passing out because of him.
He was magic.
But this motherfucker's out there doing the fucking spin-a-rooney and shit. All this vinyl. And there's people out there passing out. Like, who knows how many people died at a Michael Jackson concert? Who knows? We will never get the numbers. We ain't never gonna get the numbers.
222. Just looked it up. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, if I was watching, it's funny. I was watching. Remember that documentary? What the fuck was it called? It's Rockefeller and
the show
tour.
Oh, no, was it the show or the Hard Knocks? The Hard Knocks Life tour.
Was it the Hard Knock Life? The one that it was Dame Dash, right? It was all Rockefeller, Redman, Busta Rhymes. Damn, kid. But anyway, I was watching this shit, right? And they're saying, yo, normally they always try to shut those rap concerts down, right? Because they think we're fucking trying to initiate riots and all this shit. He's like, but
they don't do that shit to rock shootouts. They think they're going to shootouts.
And they were like, they don't do that shit to rock and roll concerts, right? Metallica concerts where they do mosh pits and everybody's coming out there with broken arms and all this shit. They have staff there. They have plenty of ambulance and shit like that out there. They don't do that shit for us. As soon as something bad happens, a fight happens, they try to shut us the fuck down completely.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of a setup basically. If you think about it, it's like, yo, if we don't provide enough staff for this shit and something goes wrong, then that means we have now something to use against this motherfucker to not let him back. Yeah. So this wasn't his first festival. I think I heard he had like 3. This is like the 3rd or 4th one that he's done in Houston of the Astro World Festival. And there's probably been
Backstage. My fault. Backstage.
Backstage. That was the name of it.
What I'm thinking about. With DMX.
So now is the big issue because he wasn't at a venue? Like if he was at, like, let's say Madison Square Garden and security couldn't keep people out, would he be like off the hook and it'd be Madison Square Garden's fault because he was at a venue and they've got to, keep shit alive? So he can potentially, well, again, he probably won't be insured, but somebody could just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm never doing outdoor venues because number one, it's too much risk for me. I'm just gonna do indoor venues now and let the place take care of the shit all the time.
That could be his next move.
Yeah,
but does the place want to take that?
The place wants to take that insurance
risk, right? Yeah,
that's probably why he had to go outside with it.
Oh, damn, true.
You end up paying the venue fucking so much money on repairs and all the bullshit.
True.
Yo, but it also comes down to greed, bro. I mean, think about it. Who's the one that wanted that large venue? You could still have a concert, just limit it, right? Limited size means better control or better security.
He doesn't want a concert. It's a festival, not a concert.
Yeah,
it's a festival.
Yeah. And look, all this.
So it's like a Burning Man.
The artists.
I was about to say,
the artists make the most money too. Because all this money goes to the artist's pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not a lot of this shit goes to the label or nothing like that, right? Mm-hmm. They're not doing nothing. It's mainly the artists. So that's what they do. Those concerts and these festivals. That's what they make their dough. You know what I mean? So look, again, it was supposed to be 15 people, 15,000, and you got 3 times that. Somebody fucking out there try to get paid, kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, how about that? This whole satanic. I don't listen to his music that much, so I don't know much about this, right? But this whole he worshiping the devil, or a lot of people have been posting like a lot of shit that he does is borderline, if not devil worship-ish. Somebody posted a little video clip that the stage that he was in was an inverted cross.
I saw that. That the stage was an upside down cross that was going to like a portal to the hell or some shit.
Oh, damn.
That was the stage setup.
I don't want to go to that concert. You know what I mean?
First of all, whoever thought of this must have never seen a bunch of stage setups because a lot of stages are set up in that cross pattern. It's because so you can get all fucking sides of the fucking audience. So you can go left, right. A lot of stages are set up that way because I work in the party industry, so stages are set up that way so you can interact with a lot of people. That's not one thing. The pole portal thing, I don't know. I didn't see it when they showed it. I was like, oh no, this could be interpreted many different ways. It could have been a butthole. Could have been Kylie. It could have been Kylie Jenner's butthole. For all we know.
Let's not rule out the butthole, guys. You know,
let's not rule out the butthole. It could have been a boob shoot for all we know. I don't know.
Remember when the Fugees performed and the Fuji stage looked like a cock, you know what I mean? So he set up the stage, try to make the cock going into the butthole.
Yo, for real, this is part of production. This is production. There's nothing to do with him. This is production. This is all the Teamsters. This is the Teamsters. The Teamsters set this shit up, bro. That could have been Dick Hammer. Be like, yo, we get the Dick Hammer checks. Get on it.
We're gonna try something new today.
Allegedly, the Teamsters.
The Teamsters, yeah. Show up in front of my house with a fucking Dick Hammer.
Yeah. Try to get some work done in your house. Forget it. Like, are you gonna stop? Oh, you're a Manorheads, huh? Yeah. Oh. I heard about your podcast.
Trying to get at us. Yeah, because Kylie Jenner was in the building or outdoors or whatever, so it could have been an homage to her butthole for all we know.
Could have been a sign, you know what I mean? But
Talking about the Jenners and Kardashians, I heard that for the new season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, he was supposed to be like in a lot of scenes and shit. They try to edit him out now because of this whole thing of the bad publicity.
Oh wow!
That brings me to a topic, the Kardashians are jinxed, His girlfriend's Kardashian, right?
Technically, I guess not, but
jinxed, bro.
Family.
To me, it sounds to me like they're fucking jinxed.
Oh yeah,
the curse lives on.
The curse lives on,
and that's where that Satanism shit came from.
It all started with OJ. It all started with OJ. The ones the Jews got loose, fucking Robert died, fucking Odom was on crack.
Damn, kid.
No nigga has won a championship.
Damn. That blood contract has wrecked lives.
Yo, that pussy juice done fucked up years, bro.
Yo, let's take a shot to wrap up this segment. Yo.
Yes.
This was fucking dope.
And on that note, let's stop talking about these bitches before their pussy aura infects our podcast. And we get the Kardashian cunt curse.
The cunt curse? You say
KKK, nigga. The Kardashian cunt curse.
Salute.
Yo, Manorheads.
Salute. And on that note.
Salud, mi gente.